Hello everybody, welcome to Snyder's Inc. Today we got the Dr. Insanity video. He's become one of the main channels I react to because he's always putting out good stuff and I love it. And this is, a corrupt politician realizes he's being arrested. Oh, the politicians think they're untouchable most times. Well, they're about to be proven wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button, hit subscribe button, comment, think down below. Let's go.
And corrupt politicians are everywhere. But what happens when these same politicians actually get arrested?
I don't have to talk to you. Okay. I'm not talking to you.
Here are 3 examples of politicians who got handed a piece of justice pie. Starting with Martin Hyde, an election candidate whose actions were so shocking it cost him his career.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, sir? I'm Sebastian Sarasota Police Department. You're on audio and video recording. The reason for the stop, you were observed going 57 and a 40.
57 and a 40? My man, you were, what were you doing? What were you doing? Going 57 and a 40? Oh, and you're Texan too. You're an election candidate. You're supposed to know better. You're supposed to know better than anyone. Now, I know politicians are mostly stupid. I've come to this realization. Most politicians, are just incredibly actually stupid. They're just great talkers. They're not smart. They're not good at what they do. They're just good talkers. That's the case. Example number 1.
And you were on your phone texting while you were doing that. That was at Euclid and Fruitville.
You don't need to point at me, officer.
I'm not pointing at you. I'm pointing in the direction where it was.
Just go to the chief, officer.
Go right ahead, sir. Can I see
You
your
know who I
license?
am, right?
Yes, sir, I do.
In case you don't know who this
Immediate. This guy doesn't even waste This guy doesn't even waste time. I appreciate this cop. He's like, don't point at me. She's like, I wasn't pointing at you. I know what, I was pointing a direction where I saw you. And then he's like, you know how I'll call the chief. How's that? He goes, go ahead, sir. Go ahead and do that. Then he goes, do you know who I am? He's like, yes, I do. Still want your shit. Still gonna deal with you. Don't let people like this intimidate you. Just don't do it. If you're a cop, don't do it. Don't let this intimidate you. Because there are people who want to be intimidated by you. Who want to intimidate you using this ability. Don't let it.
is. Meet Martin Hyde. When this traffic stop occurred, he was a candidate in the congressional election for Florida's 16th district. He was trying to become the head politician for his area. However, it seems like this has made him feel as though he's above the law, but this cop is about to show him just how wrong he is.
Can I see your license, registration, insurance, please?
You can do this?
Yes, sir.
I love that. You really gonna do this? Yes, I am, sir. Yep. Yes, I am.
What's your name?
Officer Sebastian, it's going to be on the citation. Sir, can I have
How
your
long
people?
you been with?
7 years, sir. Can I see your registration, please?
Martin's demeanor already feels threatening. He looks almost as though he's suppressing his anger, and like he thinks this is an unfair situation. But being a politician makes you no more clear of the law than a...
No, in fact, I feel even more, I feel if you're a politician, you should have more problems with the law. Not because you have a standard to uphold better than you're supposed to know better than anyone. I hate it when politicians believe they're above the law, and I hate that police bow so quickly to them. No, that's what they want.
Regular citizen. In fact, it should be the exact opposite.
Exactly.
But instead of realizing that, he decides to start threatening the officer even more.
You're not going to give me your registration, sir.
You can arrest me?
I'm asking you if you're going to produce me with your registration. You want to have it on you?
Look, go call Chief Correction. Tell him how rude you just been to me. Blame this video. Tell him what to do.
Okay, sir. Are you refusing to produce your registration?
I love the fact this cop's not bowing to this at all. This cop, I love this cop. This cop he's like, go call the chief and tell him how rude you're being. And give me a fear. She's like, so you gonna give me a registration? She's just here to do business now. She doesn't have time for this guy's little intimidation game.
I'm asking you if you have your registration.
You're making career decisions.
Okay,
Why are you
sir.
doing this?
Sir, because you were speeding and you were texting.
Where's your video?
All right. Hang tight.
Call the supervisor.
I know what's gonna happen, right? I guarantee she's the one that has more balls than anyone else in this office. I guarantee you this officers are gonna try to back her out of it. Just be like, just let him go. We don't want to have more issues with the office thing. And she's like, the fuck that? I'm citating him.
I just spoke to your boss.
Okay.
That's not okay.
You want your paperwork?
Is it your Russian immigrant status that makes you talk to people like this?
14 dispatch, can you have my supervisor respond, please?
Yeah. And then we'll see who goes.
First off, Martin tries to force the officer to comply with his demands, threatening her by saying not following his orders is a career decision. This implies that should she not release him, he'll use his connections to get her fired. Secondly, it seems that while she was running his paperwork, Martin has done some of his own research on the officer, insulting her for being a Russian immigrant. This statement is of course offensive, but you have to wonder what his motive for making it was. Did he want to seem xenophobic on camera, or was he trying to threaten her by claiming he knows everything about her? Either way, he certainly doesn't feel like stopping yet.
You don't want your paperwork?
6142 TD 51 Newbury Bell
You
Street.
don't have to worry.
Sir, you're going to be
I'm
issued a
not interested in
citation.
Anything you have to say. I'll wait for the supervisor.
You can wait for the supervisor, but I'm going to go through what I need to go through.
No, I'm not interested.
Are you going to be issued a
There's
citation?
the registration.
Well, you've been already issued a citation for that.
For what?
For failure to produce your registration.
Right.
Alright. Sir,
You
you're
look
going to...
stupid. You know what he said about you? You want to hear what he said about you?
He could say all he wants about me. I got a job to do, sir.
You know what he said about
I love this officer. This officer is not even caring about this officer does not care about this man at all. Does he? And no shoot she. This is every other situation. She's doing her job. So that she got a job to do. He's like, do you want to know what he said? But he's like, you got a job. I got a job to do, sir. I don't have time. He can say whatever he wants.
Okay. If you fail to
had you
complete...
before like this.
Okay.
And he's going to have you again.
And that's fine.
It's not fine. Why do you keep saying it's fine?
Sir,
I'm a law-abiding citizen, and you're being bloody rude to me.
if you decide to go ahead and do the court, just make sure you do a prior to submission of payment, as they do
You think you're winning?
require a certificate of
Do you?
completion. If you sign up for it, you must complete it.
He's just ignoring her. She's just ignoring him, and I love it. She's just ignoring him, and I love it. He keeps going like, you think you're gonna win? She just keeps. She's just going on her way.
Otherwise, they will go ahead and suspend your license.
The officer is handling this perfectly, and it's clearly making Martin angry. He's trying to scare her off by repeating all the things her supervisor said, being extremely rude to her by telling her to shut up, and making amusing statements such as, I'm a law-abiding citizen. In his world, it feels as though he isn't a citizen at all, because the laws seem to be completely different for him.
Are you still waiting for a supervisor, or are you leaving?
Reggie, I'm just going down.
Okay. Very good.
By the way, a friend of mine.
I'm sorry?
Friends of mine.
Okay.
After a few more minutes of this, a second unit arrives on the scene to witness Martin's entitled behavior continue.
So that's
How
why
do you
another
give
unit.
someone a ticket for no registration when they've got their registration? She's trying to make her spurs, but it's a big mistake. We're going to make sure that she pays the price for being disrespectful. And I just wanted you to witness it, know that the registration was right there, and she deliberately chose to write the ticket. She came up, she said, the first... Look, there's a video of it, so be quiet. There's a video of what you said.
There is.
And I've got a video of what you said. I've lived here for 25 years. I've represented your unit. I've got no interest in listening to you, young lady. This is the first time anybody has been disrespectful to me. It's the manner and the nature of it. Outrageous.
This man is insane. This man is insane. I couldn't look this man in the eye and have any sort of pride for him. And I wouldn't want this man representing me, representing my place. Nah, cause this man is just a mega asshole. A mega asshole.
Yeah. Why would you do that? Why?
Eventually, the officer's supervisor turns up to have a conversation with Martin. Pretty much nothing new is said, but Martin was told that the body cam footage will be reviewed, and if there's anything wrong with it, he'll be the first to know. It's also important to mention that even though Martin's shameful behavior was evident throughout the entire event, and that the female officer was in the right the entire time, none of her colleagues stuck up for her, with her supervisor even seeming angry at her.
Stay in your car.
Just back to the station.
You can go to the station. Yep, go to the station.
In the end, the footage was reviewed, and it was concluded that the female officer did nothing wrong. The footage was also made public quickly after the event, forcing a public apology from Martin and...
Wow. This is the proof of a man who... This is a thing where this is exactly what I thought it would be. Officers to supervise and that just didn't want to do with it. Didn't want to deal with the situation. The officer probably wish he just would have patted him on his fucking merry way, because I bet you they're more concerned about their own asses than the law. And it's fucking sad. Good on the female for fucking sticking your guns. The other two should be ashamed of herself. The other two officers should be ashamed for not sticking up for her. She did what's in the right here.
and resulting in his devastating loss in the election.
Ha! Good! Man shouldn't be in charge of no election anyways.
He was also issued citations for failure to produce registration, texting while driving, and speeding. But Councilman Matthew Riley's took this to another level, when he was caught with a pipe in his hands, completely passed out.
Do you have any weapons on you?
No, not at all.
Yeah, that's a way to make you look good. That's a way to make you look good. Get caught by police with a crack pipe and passed out in your own car. Yeah, that's gonna make you look great right there. Oh man. Woo! I wish I was the officer there. I'd have a grin on my face, smile at you if I knew a politician in my place was about to be arrested by me for this load of sh. Oh my god.
Oh, no way, dude. Really?
Yes, yes. I was just on my way back from court.
Well, Orestes gonna come check you out, man. I can't let you go. You were literally choking in your sleep.
The officer was shocked because Matthew's ID told him he was actually a chairman of the city's Republican Party, and therefore, a pretty influential person.
Wait, sorry.
But listen, I have a body camera. Obviously,
Yeah,
everything
obviously.
I have is recorded. You know that, and what I've observed is on camera, so I can't pretend I didn't. You know, so Orestes gonna come here, and they're gonna check you out. You know, it's
I appreciate even the way the officer's saying it. He's like, look, my stuff is recorded, my stuff's on body cam, I saw what I saw, I can't just pretend like I didn't see it. I can't just, like, even if you want me to, I can't. I have to arrest you.
as far as I know, there's no anywhere, so I
No.
can't. You know, so there's not a criminal investigation. There's more a health or well-being check type
Thank
thing.
you.
The conversation is pretty calm on both ends, but Matthew is clearly worried about what effects this could have on his life and career. They then start to discuss the specifics of the situation, and the officer learns exactly how he got into this position.
How long have you had this problem, then?
It was a relapse. I've been clean for 13 years. Just went through a really, really bad divorce recently.
Okay. Do you know if any of that was laced with fentanyl or anything? Because you were out, and like looked like you were choking.
Really?
Yeah. That's why somebody literally sprinted and flagged me down because they thought you were having a heart attack or choking.
No, not that I know of.
Despite everything, the officer still has to treat this seriously, and therefore calls another unit over to search the vehicle. Inside, they find a suspicious substance and decide to test it.
Be careful, because he was on the nod, or like it seemed like anyways. It's mixed with something else, but. Do you need this knife?
Yeah, let me use that.
Be careful with that stuff. I don't know if that's fentanyl laced or not. There's white all over there. He doesn't know.
Yeah, I was just telling him the same thing, because I mean, you don't fall asleep usually from completely, you know, it's not an opiate.
Yeah.
Well, right away. Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. Back. I can test it for fentanyl too.
Test it for both, just to make sure that I don't know we're dealing with
Can you just snap a picture of that?
The powder was tested again later and came back positive as too. As implied by Matthew himself, most people who can...
Wait a minute. So, wait a minute. Hold on. So this man pretty much had multiple different fucking drugs mixed in together in his... My man is, my man put himself at fucking risk there, especially adding fentanyl to it.
Consume fentanyl this way have no idea they're doing it, as distributors often dangerously lace the original drug with it to make it seem better or stronger. Obviously, this isn't a great look for Matthew, and he was promptly placed under arrest after a medical check.
Yeah, I know. It's not like I have an oxygen in. Sorry.
No, you got anything on you? Listen, this is a terrible situation. We're all in a tough spot, but we gotta do what we gotta do right by the numbers. It'll help you in the end. Believe me when I tell you. And you'll say to us a month from now, good, best thing that ever happened. And yes, they all tell us it.
A nice sentiment from the cop, but that's not exactly the way it went. Matthew was rightly only hit with a single charge of drug possession, but he was pressured into giving up his position as chairman. Most shockingly of all, though, just a month later, Matthew was arrested again, this time for an array of allegations with a 12-year-old. But at least Matthew remained calm and polite with officers in his stop, a complete contrast to how
the fuck did his thing go so fast? He went from a drug thing to giving up his chairman spot to somehow becoming a fucking predator. What the fuck happened in the span of time? The fucking hell?
Police Chief Jonathan Hemphill behaved when he was pulled over for having too dark of a tint on his windows.
Oh, that's gonna cause a problem. That's gonna cause a problem for him, and it's just gonna be because of how small it is, right? It's just a small thing, easily can be fixed, but because it can easily be fixed, he has to make it a big hoopla.
Oh, was that illegal?
No, no, sir. The reason why we're stopping you is because it's a window tint violation.
I blinked my blue lights at you to let you know who I was.
Yes, sir. Well, we didn't know with it. That's not a government tag.
That is a unofficial tag. That tag's not even on file.
I see. Yeah. Well, we have to catch up the bill to run and everything like that, sir.
So I won't blink my blue lights at you next time. I'll let you just sit there. I was just speaking. I'm the police chief in Zebra.
Well, nice to meet you, sir.
Matt Polk worked for me. Your chief worked for me.
Yes, sir. There's no need to get upset.
I'm upset because I spoke to you when I come by, and now you're pulling me
over. Sir,
over.
I've never met you a day in my life.
I understand that.
This is such an do you know how quick this could end? Do you understand? Do you know how quick this can end? This could end in the span of 2 or 3 minutes. You go over, they hand them ID registration, they'll check to make sure nothing's wrong. They'll say, hey, you need to fix your window tint. You say, okay. They hand you the thing. They think you get 24 hours, something like that. Get your window tint fixed. And they give you a piece of paper to make sure of it. I think that's how it works. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure they give you like a time period to get it fixed. Because they know you can't just go fix the snap of the fingers. They go tell you give it time frame to get it fixed, and then you go up on your merry way. It's literally the most simplest thing. So, I don't know why I don't know why he's making it even worse.
Why are you being hostile? Easy. I don't have to talk to you. Okay. I'm not talking to you.
Why are you being hostile right now?
The officers are immediately met with aggression, despite this being a pretty minor stop. After they realized it was a fellow officer, the chief would likely have been able to explain away the window tint and let them know that it was an official police vehicle with clearance. But Jonathan's aggression throws all of that out the window, while making the officers believe that something maybe isn't right here.
Yeah. What?
She's about bringing your driver's license back up.
That's fine.
Yeah. First, when we ran the tag, came back to like a Dodge Ram, so we're just confirming it's not. Yes, sir.
It's a ghost tag.
Yes, sir. We're making Yes, sir. Yeah, we're just.
You must have run it wrong. You must have run it wrong because you wouldn't come back to a Dodge Ram.
We were confirmed it. They let us know everything.
So it's still coming back to a Dodge Ram now?
Sir, can I ask why you're so upset?
Is it still coming back to a Dodge Ram now?
No, we got it fixed. Why are you so upset?
No, you didn't fix it. Is it still coming back to a Dodge Ram right now?
No, it came back 9 on 5.
That's right, because you run it wrong.
Sir, I'm trying to be respectful with you. I understand that. I understand. I'm not raising my voice or nothing at you, right?
I understand.
All right, let's.
But I'm trying to tell you, the only thing I done wrong was y'all never would have pulled me over if I hadn't flicked my blue lights.
No, sir. No, we were going to pull you over. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm telling you straight up. Okay. But like I said, there's people out here impersonating police officer with blue lights.
Or you threw my license. Or she threw my license. If she is getting for me.
She'll bring it to you, sir.
Okay, well that's fine.
I'm just trying to talk with you.
I don't want to talk anymore about it.
Alrighty.
Wow, this guy's being a major prick. This could be a situation that ends so easily if you just shut up. If you just all, if everyone's calm down, stop acting like everything's the end of the fucking world, this could be ended like that. Snap of fingers, but it's so absolutely unnecessarily insane.
It's very unprofessional.
Again, this stop was incredibly minor, and all the officers really wanted to do was check that this was in fact a police officer and not just an impersonator. But unfortunately for Jonathan, he escalated this to a completely unnecessary and unprofessional level, and received heavy criticism for it. After a short investigation, it was decided that Jonathan would receive an oral reprimand, and he would be required to attend at least 6 months of anger management and de-escalation classes. If you enjoy true crime...
Whew! All because of a stop that could have ended so easily for him if he just would have shut up. And calm the hell down. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this reaction video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all for the next one.